Rayman 4, a game lost to time. Now Rayman 4 was real. It was as real as Kim Kardashian's left ass cheek. But the game was in early stages of production and had many concepts made about it. All the concepts showed Rayman versus these rabbits. Now these rabbits, as the game calls them, were the villain of the game. And to defeat them, Rayman had to use all these brand new mechanics, such as riding creatures and learning brand new abilities, very similar to Rayman 3 in style. The game was publicly announced and it was very hyped for, but out of nowhere Rayman 4 was cancelled. Now we know today that Rayman 4 was cancelled for Rayman Raving Rabbids. It was cancelled because Ubisoft saw an opportunity to make a lot of money with the newly releasing Wii. So what Ubisoft did was scrap Rayman 4, decided to make a mini-game featuring the Rabbids and Rayman. When the game released, people were, let's say, not very happy. They were expecting a brand new Rayman 4, not a load of mini-games featuring these annoying Rabbids. And so, Rayman was lost to time. But what if it wasn't cancelled? What features would we have seen? Well, today I'm going to look back and tell you some of the features I think Rayman 3 would have had, and some ideas I would have liked to see. From looking at the prototype, you can see that Rayman 4 would have a lot of new abilities, in very similar style to Rayman 3. Now, if I was creating the game, I'd make each level about a new ability, which he would use throughout the level. I do want the rabbits to be the main part of the game. I could just picture the opening scene, Rayman running down this tight valley being chased by hundreds of rabbits. And he's running and he's running and he gets to the end of this cliff and he jumps. He has to jump off this cliff. And he's jumping, the camera pans out and you see all these rabbits and Rayman jumping, and up comes Rayman 4. And after the screen, Rayman falls down the cliff. He falls and hits the ground. Now this would take us to the first level. Rayman lands in this village, which is now the hub area. He has to go for each level and regain his abilities. Now I want the start of the game to be bright and colourful just like the previous ones. But as the game goes on, I want it to get darker and darker and darker. For example, in the game there'll be these special bosses you have to defeat. But to defeat them, you must have these special abilities. But a lot of these special abilities you can only gain from previous levels which you couldn't reach before. So Rayman has to go back to these older levels to retrieve these abilities. Once Rayman reaches these previous levels, he comes to find that they're very different. All these older previous levels have all been torn up. Everything's all on fire, everything's all torn up, the village is all burnt down, and this is the result of the rabbits. Now I think this would make the rabbits seem a lot more threatening than they do. As Rayman travels through, he will see that everywhere he's been, the rabbits have destroyed. He may have defeated them at that point in time. As soon as he left, they come and destroyed everything. This will show that the rabbits are not here to defeat Rayman. They are here to destroy the world. Due to the rabbits burning down Rayman's world, the levels become darker and darker. This is where a new ability comes in. Rayman will have to use this new bulb hair ability. Now this ability allows him to see through all the ash and smoke. The way the ability works is that his hair, every time he spins it, recharges a meter, which allows his hair to light up, allowing him to see through all the ash. Now this will be an integral part of the game. To recharge it, all he has to do is fly. Now I think this will give rise to many cool mechanics, such as hidden parts that you can't see unless you turn on the light. But the question is, who are the rabbits led by? Well, I believe the rabbits would be led by Razor Hops. Now Razor Hops isn't some kinky fanfiction. Razor Hops is a creation from Razorbeard from the previous game before he died. Now Razor Hops is half robot, half money, and his mission is to destroy the world with his new creations, the rabbits. Now these rabbits are ruthless. In each level there's a timer of 20 minutes. You have to go through this level without this hitting 0. To recharge this timer, you can collect lums which will recharge the timer, but if this timer hits 0, you'll get a huge swarm of rabbits within the level. And this is where Glowbox comes in. Now Glowbox in this game has a huge fear of rabbits, and he will start to get scared. So Rayman has to jump onto his back and he will run off away from the rabbits. The rabbits will chase you and you'll end up hiding. Now this will lead to a mini game where you have to trap the rabbits as you fight a mini boss. Now this mini boss will be something like Buff Bunny or something. So after you defeated all the rabbits and the mini boss, you'll jump back on Glowbox's back and he will take you back to the normal level. Now the time is still there, but it will be extended slightly, as some people do like to explore and I can see it becoming very, very annoying. But overall, I would have liked to see Rayman 4 have a lot darker tone, darker than 2 and 3. I think the rabbits could have been a very funny yet scary part of Rayman, but sadly the rabbits didn't just destroy the game, They destroyed Rayman. Well, I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, you might enjoy this video. Now, this video is very similar to this one. It's also about Rayman, but in this video I'll talk about how Rayman has been overshadowed because of the Rabbids. I believe that Rayman could have been up there with the likes of Mario and Sonic. Well, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. See ya!
See you in Rayman 4!